What's going on, everybody? I'm going to show you how to fix a gauge cluster, the stepper motors for 2003 Silverado Tahoe Trailblazer. I already did the ones on my dad's Tahoe, that's right there, and I'm doing my sister's Trailblazer. And I have the stepper motors here. This is what they look like. I got them off eBay. It was a pack of 10 for like $16, I think, or something like that. And to figure out how to remove the dash or the gauge cluster, there's a few videos out there which I use. And then this other stuff just pretty much it's clipped on. Everything else is clipped on, so after you undo all that stuff, you'll get the motherboard out. And then here you'll see the stepper motors. They're all bad except the battery one, which is this one, but I'm still going to replace it with a new one. And they're just soldering, so you're going to need a soldering iron or gun. I have this one. I bought it at Harbor Freight for $3 and it works really well. And then I have bought some solder from Amazon, and this is what I use. So you're gonna need to undo those and those up there, and then this around this 4 white tabs are the other 4 motors, so you're gonna have to unsolder those and take them out. So I'm gonna do that real quick. It's easier if you have a little suction thing, so you can suck the solder out when you're heating it, so you can remove the old motors. But since I don't, I'm just slowly removing each one, and with this hand pulling it out, and with the hand that I'm holding the iron, just unsolder it, pull it down, and keep doing it until they're all out. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I undid all the motors, and make sure all those little holes, like those little holes are clear, because that's where these little ears are gonna go into, and the motors only go one way, so there's no way to fuck it up. And make sure the holes, you can see through them, so you can put those ears through there. So I'm gonna put all the motors first, bend the ears, and then I'm gonna solder them back up. Alright, so I put all the motors back in there, and I just bend the little ears that it has. So just bend them in, and what you want to do, apply a little bit of heat with a gun, and then solder it. Just try to make it as pretty as you can. I'm no expert, but I'll show you guys after I'm done soldering this up. So there it is, all soldered up, every single one. So now I'm gonna go put this back up together and test them out, see if they work. Hopefully they work, because on the other one 2 of the motors were messed up, so we'll see what happens. When you guys are putting the needles back, they usually, when you push them in, if you can do it very lightly, you can push the needle to the left, because that's the off position, and you can feel where it stops. Usually the stepper motor comes already set to that position, so you want to put the needle roughly right where it ends. As you guys can kind of see that it's pretty much on there. And just put everything back together. I'll show you guys once I put it back in the truck. I already tested it and it works, so I'll show you guys once it's on the Trailblazer. So before, none of the gauges work. I think the battery one did work before, but I still replaced it with a new one. So I already tested it, but hopefully they're still working. And there you guys go. I think the RPM one might be a little off, the needle, but let's see. Man, but it's working, so better than before.
Which one?
So it turned off, and it's not at under the zero, it's right over the zero. So the needle probably moved a little, but it's nothing that's gonna give you a hard time. At least you know your oil pressure, water temperature, and how much gas you got in your car now. So there you guys have it.
Tell them that none of the gauges work.